Hi everyone, welcome back to Mona Lisa's Masterpieces. It's currently 32 degrees and very windy, so it feels like 22. So let's get inside. I have some crafting to do. Oh, it is so much warmer inside. In today's video, I will be painting the buffalo check pattern. I will be using it for Valentine's decor, but it can be used for any occasion. I normally don't decorate for Valentine's Day, but I wanted to do this project from last year and I never got around to it. Instead of the traditional reds and pinks for Valentine's Day, today I'll be using purple, which is the color that my hubby and I used for our wedding. I was editing this video, and when I got near to the end, I realized that some of the footage was missing. Apparently, when I thought the camera was recording, it was not. So the last step of the tutorial is nowhere to be found. I will redo the tutorial at a later stage, but I wanted to bring you this video anyway in time for Valentine's Day. I hope you will stick around to see how the project turned out. For this project, I'll be using these two chipboard signs from the Dollar Tree. I'll remove the tags and then I'll pry the sign off of the front. I went ahead and applied 2 coats of Waverly chalk paint to each wooden piece, and I let them dry for about 20 minutes in between each coat. Now I'm going to apply a thin coat of Mod Podge to each piece. Applying the Mod Podge before moving on to the next step should prevent any bleeding from the paint. Through the magic of television, ooh, I've always wanted to say that. Through the magic of television, I already have a piece that is completely dry. It has the 2 coats of Waverly chalk paint and then a thin coat of Mod Podge. The next step is to start applying the painter's tape, and I'll start in the center of the heart. Then I'll take another strip of painter's tape and use that as a spacer, and I'll line that up right against the previous piece. Now I'll come back in with a longer piece. I'll line that up right against the last piece. Now I'll remove the spacer and I'll follow the same steps of lining that up against the last one and adding another strip. I'll continue that until I get to the end. Then I'll repeat that same process for the other side. Now that I'm happy with the placement of the painter's tape, I can go ahead and start applying the lightest color of the purple paint. And I'll set this aside to dry. And I'll repeat the process for the second wooden piece. Now that the paint is dry, I'm removing the painter's tape, but I'll save the strips and I'll reuse those in a later step. And this is what it looks like so far. I'm using my ruler to measure from the top of the heart to the tip, and it comes to roughly 11.5 inches. 11.5 divided by 2 comes to 5 3/4. So I'm going to try and line up the painter's tape so that the middle of the tape is right over the 5 3/4 mark. Then again, I will use my spacer and lay that directly on top of the first strip. Lay another strip of painter's tape on top of the spacer. Move the spacer onto the top of the last strip. And I'll keep repeating that process until both ends are complete. And hopefully I'll have an even space at the top and the bottom. And those measurements worked out perfectly. You may have noticed that I was struggling a bit with the foam brush. I was not getting an even coat of paint onto the wooden surface, so I changed over to a bristle brush. Now I'm going to apply a coat of paint into the spaces without the painter's tape. And this is the same lighter shade of the purple. And I'll set this aside to dry. So the paint is dry, and here's what it looks like now. But wait, don't remove the painter's tape yet. Remember those strips that we removed from the first step? Well, we'll have to place those back onto the surface in the same spots. When you're looking at the surface of the wood piece close up, you'll be able to tell exactly where the painter's tape was in the first step. And here is how they turned out. On each of the hearts, I added a bow made of burlap ribbon, and I attached a piece of chiffon to make a hanger, and I also painted interlocking hearts. On this one, I used a variety of stencils and printed the words, "Love you more," which is something that hubby and I always say to each other. And on this one, I used a stencil that I created from my computer, and I added the words "always and forever," which is the title of a song that hubby sang to me at our wedding. So friends, thank you for staying to the end. I am so sorry that the last step of the tutorial is missing, but life happens. In any case, I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you will stick around for more masterpieces to come. If you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to Mona Lisa's Masterpieces. It's absolutely free. Click on the notification bell to be alerted when I upload a new video. Hit the like button, and in the comment section below the video, let me know if you would like to see more crafting videos. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I will leave those links in the description box below, along with a list of all the supplies that I used. Remember to share this video with your family and friends. Thank you for watching, and until next time, smile and create your own masterpiece today.